Greetings and salutations. That's a training wheel. I removed 2 pairs of training wheels today. My 6-year-old daughter decided she didn't need training wheels anymore, so I took hers off. And once my oldest son saw that, well, can't he have his sister ride without training wheels? You smell? Let me get you started. Throw your leg over there. Ready? There he goes. Look at that. Means I'll never be able to keep up with him now. 2 in 1 day. It's a good day. I blame it on the full moon. Greetings and salutations. So if you recall, here at the back of the bus on the passenger side, I have this compartment that I built. And inside this compartment is my generator. And just to recap, this cabinet is open at the top. I have a 12-volt fan to draw air through here to keep air circulating here to keep it cool. So one of the things I want to do is have a remotely mounted muffler, because the muffler sat right back here where this pipe is. And so yesterday I worked on making this downpipe. Eventually this is going to go exhaust out the back here someplace. And I also fabricated a muffler. Let's go take a look at it. There it is. This is the inlet, and the exhaust is going to go through this maze, and then it goes out the sides here and then out there. It's about 1 foot long and probably 10 inches wide, maybe a little longer than 1 foot. Big. I have this twist lock plug here that's going up to one of those disconnects, and then I have this one that plugs into like a extension cord for an RV, and this will go into the other one. So yesterday I came out here and I had measured this out before. I thought about putting it right where that rivet is, right? So, and before I got the drill out and drilled the hole, I thought about it. I said, well, shouldn't I be putting this on the other side and having the shore power hook up on the driver's side of the bus rather than the passenger side of the bus? Because I believe that most of your hookups, like if you go to a campground, are going to be on that side. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? And I don't have enough experience with RVs to know for sure. But if I put it over on this side, probably somewhere in here, yeah? This is for the fill with the water tank. Looks like my son has been out here placing his art. Pretty artistic, isn't he? I think that's a centipede. I don't know what that is. But he needs to stop putting tape on the bus. If you think I should put this connector on the passenger side or the driver's side, comment in the comment section. That would be very helpful. What else have I been doing? Thanks for asking. This thing has been working great for, keeping it cool in here when I'm working. But I have some cabinets made. These are really overbuilt, but here's where the sink is going to be. Obviously, the oven, refrigerator. And then I have this 2-foot cabinet here. And there'll be like a workstation, or maybe a workstation / eating station here. Couch. Here's the hookup for my water tank. I thought about putting this on the bottom, and somebody has suggested that I leave it the way it was, and then I just bought another sensor and installed it there. So that goes to ground. This goes to the, so this is to energize the pump. You can turn the pump on, the 12-volt water pump. And then you have a button here to check the condition of the batteries, the house batteries, the fresh black and gray water tanks. And that's what those sensors on that tank will allow you to determine whether they're empty, or they're at a third, 2/3, or full. Yeah. This fresh tank already had sensors installed, but like I said, they put the other probe for the negative. It should have been on the bottom. So I just bought one of these. And when I get the black and gray water tanks, I'll have to install those just like that in the black and gray water tanks, because I'm pretty sure they don't come with them. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's what I've been working on. It's a lot of just kind of tedious, time-consuming stuff. It's the not so glamorous stuff. And you know, early on when I was doing the roof raise and everything, it was a lot of big stuff that was happening relatively quick. And now we're down to the details, and things aren't happening nearly as quick as they were before. Oh, another thing I did is I sanded the compartment doors, so there's no more school bus yellow on them. Those are ready for epoxy primer. And the other thing been working on is this little contraption here, which turned into quite the project. If that looks familiar, look up there in that little eye with a circle around it. That'll be a link to a video. When I made this, originally, it's like a scoop, right? And my original idea was to mount this horizontally to help to allow the airstream going across the side of the bus to help draw some of the exhaust out. This is for the portable air conditioner unit. You know, this thing, right? So you got this exhaust hose out here that blows the heated air, right, outdoors. So poke a hole through the side of the bus and exhaust that hot air out, and use this to keep the rain and the small children and birds and stuff from getting in. Well, a lot of you suggested that I make a flapper door. Please, I'm making a movie. Oh, another thing. Please don't tape things onto the bus.
Okay.
Okay, because it leaves adhesive on the paint from the tape, the sticky part. Okay?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, now you do. So some of you suggested that I make a like a flapper door, right? So I did. I made a flapper door. You might have saw this in my the last video that I made describing my Harbor Freight bead roller that I used to make all this flange and the beads that are in this little door thing here. And just a little piece of piano hinge left over from doing the bus build. And the mistake that I made is I made a 6-inch hole thinking that was a 6-inch exhaust port. And in reality, I think it's closer to 4 3/4. So and this is constructed out of 20 gauge steel. This is 16 gauge. And then this piece here, this is 20 gauge, and this is 16 gauge. And I made this tube here out of 20 gauge because it's easy to manipulate. And then this fits inside that flexible exhaust tubing you saw there in that air conditioner. All these have to be epoxy primed first. But once it's epoxy primed, then I will drill a hole through the side of the bus where this port is, where this exhaust port's going to go. And then this will get 3M taped and maybe even caulked, and then stuck to the outside of the bus after this gets painted. This will get stuck through the hole on the outside of the bus. So then you'll see this. Then this piece goes on, and this will get 3M taped all the way around the perimeter. and stuck onto the outside of the bus. If you notice, it's flanged as well, so this should fit relatively flush. So this will go on the outside of the bus. They got these little springs here that will make contact with the inside of this thing. And that'll go on the bus like that. This will get double-sided taped to everything as well. And then you see inside. I made that. I think I might put some foam weather stripping around this as well. So with all the fabrication done with these three pieces to make essentially a dryer vent on steroids, I bet you I probably got pretty close to 40 hours of man hours into this. It's an expensive part. That portable air conditioning unit is just going to be housed in a cabinet on this side. You see I got the electrical outlet for it, but right there is where this thing is going to sit, the air conditioner. And right where that black line is, where the intersect is where the holes are going to go through. So there'll be the air conditioner here. There'll be some drawers here to about, you know, this height. And then there'll be like a closet. One here. And same thing over here, except there'll be two sets of drawers here instead of just one. I was going to put, you know, overhead storage as much as I could, and I think I'm going to eliminate much of it because I'm going to put a TV, a flat screen up there in the front, and having all those overhead cabinets is going to kind of block the view of the television. We don't watch a lot of TV, but we got movies, and you know, we got movies. We like to watch movies. So the focus for next week is to get the electrical, the 110 electrical hooked up and complete so that I can actually start using the outlets. I can plug the bus in, even if I just run an extension cord from the outdoor outlet out here to the bus. That's better than nothing, I suppose. And I can at least run the air conditioner. Or I can run the air conditioner off the extension cord, which is working just fine, and then, you know, any electrical tools, power tools I need to use back there, plug in battery chargers, that kind of thing, and plug it right into the bus instead of dinking around with an extension cord, because that's frustrating to have one extension cord to do all that stuff. So that's going to be the main thrust, to get the shore power hooked up and get the generator hooked up and sorted out, and get the fuel system for the generator plumbed, installed, and functional. And then we can move on, and during that as well, I'll be hooking up the exhaust port thing for the air conditioner and getting the side doors epoxy primed and painted so I can get those back on. That's what I've been working on. Thanks for taking the time to watch this silly video. I'm sorry I don't have much more to give you, but that's all I got. So in the meantime, if you're enjoying this series, give me a thumbs up. If you think it sucks, give me a thumbs down. Either way is good with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It's right underneath this window in the lower right-hand corner. And then right next to it is a picture of a bell. Go ahead and click that bell, and you'll be notified of future uploads. And until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, and have a splendid day.
Have a splendid day.
Let me see that tooth. Oh, that's nice tooth. See ya.